Hello. So you being here tells me that you have difficult coworkers. Here are the four approaches that you use to deal with difficult coworkers or colleagues. Number one, active listening. Sometimes they may be difficult because there is a genuine reason. So listen carefully. But when you feel their treatment is not justified, then you need to set parameters, set boundaries, set embargoes, get to define the kind of behavior that you expect from them. Often it's said we train people how to treat us. Take an example, a nickname. If you've been given a nickname, it's upon you to either welcome it or shut it out. So when you discourage people from using that name, over time it will disappear. But if you embrace it, it becomes part of you. So that is how even people treat us, based on that logic. Second is applying reverse psychology. Now, reverse psychology is when people are treating you badly, you treat them good. So usually it's said, kill them with kindness. Killing people with kindness literally means that you treat them well. I think there is a parental, African mother kind of approach that you used to experience when you are doing something that is not welcome. Your mom will tell you, okay, continue. I see you're doing good. You're doing good things, with the expectation that you realize that it's a bad thing, and then you change. So sometimes praise, the behaviors that are put forward from these people, and they will certainly realize that they're not doing a good thing. They're not the behaviors are not welcome, or it's ironical. Those behaviors are ironical in a way, and they will change. Alternatively, if you do good to people who are bringing you down, and then the public or the environment or the surroundings or other colleagues will realize that those people are not fairly treating you. So they will recognize, that their bad attempts, their bad behaviors will be identified by others. And so that will force them to withdraw, that behavior. So reverse psychology, killing them with kindness, is another strategy you can try, and apply towards, dealing with those difficult or sometimes toxic people. The third approach that you will need to attempt is to escalate the situation, especially, when it's extreme. When the behavior is too much, you may need to escalate the situation and call it publicly. Or sometimes you can even go to your supervisors. You may not go reporting them that they are treating you this way, but you can always go as if you are seeking guidance, so that they can, they can mediate, they can come in and try and, rectify the issue and guide you accordingly. So there is that element of escalation. Or sometimes, maybe during meetings, you can call out the behavior, not necessarily calling out the names, but the behavior itself, and make it known. That may force them to change. And lastly, your help should always be put in front. You must always focus and emphasize on your health well-being, whether emotional or otherwise, especially emotional well-being. You must always consider it. So it's important that you first acknowledge that people are shitty. People are most people are difficult to deal with. So when you identify that, then you're going to prioritize self-care, your self-care. And how to achieve your self-care is by ignoring and acting professionally. Now, when you ignore, it means, you are not going to be confrontational to this, to whatever kind of behavior that will come from your colleagues. You do not confront it, you ignore it. And then when you act professional on another level, it means, you do not take things so personal. So that's a good approach, the last approach that you will need to consider. And also do selectively. By selective isolation, I mean only get to interact with these people when it's necessary, when it's absolutely necessary. Otherwise, avoid them and get to interact only when it's necessary. I think those four strategies can be a good solution to dealing with the toxic and difficult coworkers. And always please remember to share and like my videos. Thank you.